Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at another Revit tutorial, and this time we are going to see how to use the design option in Revit. Okay, so assuming you have two different designs that you want to show to the client, you have design number A or option number A, and you have design number B. Now, how do we incorporate that into Revit so that we can be able to switch between the two designs simultaneously? Let's see how we do that. So we're going to enter into Revit right here. Let's open one of our sample projects. So the project that we're opening is the Revit house. You know it. So if I move over to the 3D view, this is the Revit house. Now I'm going to do some little adjustment just so we see the two different designs. So remember, we're trying to create a design option, okay? So option A and option B. Now, in order to do that, you move over to your Manage tab and you select Design Options. Now, this box is going to pop out, and this is where you can now create your design option. Alternatively, you can also come to the bottom of your screen and select Design Option, also here, and the box pops up, okay? So now we're going to create a new set. So new. Automatically you have one option created, that is option 1, and this is primary option. So now let us create a secondary option. In order to do that, you come to the bottom here, underneath option, and you create new. So now we have our set 1, and we have option 1, and we have option 2. Okay, so option 1 is primary, option 2 is secondary. Okay, that's good. Now let's close this menu for the meantime, and now we start deciding what changes should we make for option 1. Okay, so the railings that have been created, let's assume that this is part of the main model. As you see at the top here, this is the main model. Now I want two different variations. Okay, I want railings, and maybe for option B, I will go for something like a wall. Is that okay? So option A, we have the railings, and then option B, if we don't want to use the railing, we can use a wall to still provide the security. Okay, so first there are two railings in here, so let me delete one of them. Okay, now it's clean. So let's select the railings that we want to alternate. So we've selected all the railings now. Okay, now we're going to move the railings to a design to a set, and in this case the railings are going to be option 1. Okay, so the railings are option 1. Let's say okay. So there you have it. So if I click on the railing, you see I cannot select it because it's not part of the main model anymore. Now it's part of the design set and the option 1. If I do want to select the railings, I have to come to the bottom here where it says exclude options. Okay, now I can select the railings and I can select everything. But if this box is checked, then you cannot select anything apart from the active view. So if you have option A, option B, you can select those because your active view is the main model. Is that okay? So let's move on. Now if I change the main model view right here to option 2, you see that the railings are gone, but the main model is still standing. Okay, because the only changes we are making is to the railing. So now let's see what we are going to design for the option 2. Let's go for a block wall. If I move to level 2, I'm going to design a block wall right here. So architecture, wall. In place of the railing, we're going to use a wall. Let me draw that quite fast, and then we continue here and at the end here. Okay, now let's see what we have in 3D. Let's reduce the height of the wall since it's still serving the same purpose. So ceiling, ceiling and 1500. Okay, now we'll also remove the railings from here, so let's replace that with also a wall. So wall here to here. Okay, let's see that in 3D. Okay, and let's also drop this to any amount. It doesn't really matter at this point, we're just trying to make a point here. So you see the changes we've made. So this is now option 2. Okay, now how do we switch between option 1 and option 2? Well, you can drop down at the bottom of your screen where you see the option 2 in the box there. You click on the arrow, the drop down menu, and you select option 1. There you go, this is option 1. If you switch back to option 2, there you go, option 2. So you see how simple it is in order to create a design variation in Revit using the design option 2. Is that okay? Let's move on. Now, after we've deliberated on which design looks the best and everybody is certain that we are going to go forward with the wall instead of the railings, now option 2 should now become part of our main design, our main model. How do we do that? How do we integrate option 2 as part of our main model? Well, in order to do that, it's quite simple. We're going to move over again to the design option, the option 1, set 1. Okay, so we finish editing. Good. Now we are going to make option 2 the primary one. You see? So when we make option 2 primary, automatically that becomes embedded with the main model. If I do make option 1 primary again, it's back to the railings. If I make option 2 primary, it's back to the block wall. Is that okay? Let's move on. Now we're going to add this as part of the main building, because you realize for now it still isn't part of the main building. I can't click on it, which means it's not part of the main model. The only way I can click on it is if I exclude options at the bottom here, and then now I can click on it. But what I want to do is integrate it so that it becomes part of the main model. We're going to open our design option again, and underneath option set, we are going to say accept primary. Okay, now we have thought about it, we have casted our vote, and now we are assured that we are moving forward with option 2. Then what you do is you accept the primary option. In this case, you make sure the primary is the one that you like. Accept primary. A box is going to pop up telling you that if you accept the primary, it's going to integrate the primary into the main model. That is exactly what we want. But also, it is going to delete all secondary options and the design option set. That's fine by me. Let's delete them. We have made our choice and we'll stick with it. So accept primary. So you see what happened here? All the different option sets are gone and the box is clean again. That's it. You close this and you're good to go. You've revised the model, you have made design options, you have selected the design option that you like, and now you can go forward to the working drawing and documentation of the building. So thank you guys for watching. This is how we use design options in Revit. So please like if you like the video. Please leave a comment. If you have a question, leave it in the comment below. Please subscribe to our channel. We produce videos like this every week. Okay, so there'll be more content coming your way. You just need to subscribe. Okay, so that is all for today, guys. Thank you for watching again. So let's keep on studying and please stay creative.